Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I am going to be sharing what books I read in January 2018. I did not have a ton of time to read this month, so my list is short and this video will be short, but I did want to share what I've been reading for myself and yeah, so without further ado, here we go. So in December, I started reading a series of books. I'm giving my mom's Kindle, it's her old one, a try, and read my first Kindle book on here, and I read Melissa Tagg's Enchanted Christmas collection, which included her three novellas that she wrote, her Christmas novellas. And so one was One Enchanted Christmas, One Enchanted Eve, and One Enchanted Noel. I liked the books a little bit. I did. I liked the books. My favorite one, though, was One Enchanted Noel. But it was a good little books to read during the holiday season. I actually read them after Christmas just because life was kind of crazy, but it was just kind of extended Christmas a little bit for me. And I'm still not sure about the Kindle, but it's a good tool, and I can use my mom's, so that's really nice. But after I read One Enchanted Noel, and then I was looking at Melissa Tagg's website, I noticed that she has another series that took place in Maple Valley, which is where the Enchanted series took place. And so, because I fell in love with the town and the characters, and I was hoping that we'll get them dabbled in a little bit more into her next series or her other series that she wrote at the same time, I believe, I was hopeful, and so I decided to pick it up. So I read on the Kindle as well. It's called Three Little Words, Three Little Words, and that's the 0.5, the pre novella to her Walker Family series. And so I read that, and it was a really cute little story, and I really enjoyed Seth and Ava and their story. And Seth is very much woven into the Enchanted series, so I was excited to read his story. And I am currently reading the first book, From the Start, by Melissa Tagg, and this is the first book in the Walker Family series, and so far I really, really enjoy it. So if you're looking for a new author to give a try, she calls herself a romantic comedy, inspirational romantic comedy, and my husband will turn and look at me because I have been laughing out loud reading her books, and it takes a lot for me to laugh out loud while I'm reading. So, anyways, I would recommend picking this series up if you haven't already. And you could read the Christmas collection as well, even though it's not Christmas time, but because their books are really that good. So that's what I have been reading as far as fiction goes in my free time, and I have been enjoying it. And then my goal for this year is, instead of reading lots of informational books all at one time, and just kind of picking and choosing, I am going to try and read at least one. Likely that's the goal that I will, one book a month, and they may take me longer just because I am a digester. I'm a slow reader when it comes to nonfiction and educational stuff for me, and so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I have been reading Teaching from Rest this month by Sarah Mackenzie, who is the founder of Reader Aloud Revival, and I have to say that this is by far the best homeschooling book I have read on the subject. And I've read quite a few in preparation for getting ready for homeschool. And if you have never read this and you're a homeschool mom, if you're thinking about homeschooling, I highly, highly, highly recommend going and getting this book. I was telling my husband last night, if I had a friend tell me that they were going to start homeschooling, and or a friend that tells me I'm really discouraged in my homeschool journey, I would give them this book because it is that encouraging. And the whole premise of this book is to trust God, and trust that God has your education of your children and the the people that they're going to be in His hands, and that you don't need to worry about it. And it's freeing for me to trust in God and trust in that He has it all figured out and all in the palm of His hands, and that it doesn't need to be in mine. I am a type A. I like to control things. Well, I'm a kind of type A, um, but I have type A tendencies, and I like to control things. I like things to go my way. I like to things to go the way that I think they should. But Sarah gives you some really great tools and tangible ways to make teaching from rest a reality. And also just looking at who you are, who God created you to be, and how boxed curriculum or just curriculum in general can cause you to think that you're doing something wrong when it's not the case, that you just need to figure out who you are and you need to teach from who you are. And that way your kids can thrive because mom is thriving and mom is happy and mom is enjoying herself. I, in the first 6 months of homeschooling, had a scheduled and really scheduled out, and did a lot of extra things, and I have decided to take a lot of those things off of our plate or sprinkle them in here and there, but not doing them every day. And I've also discovered that I need quiet time. I am a person, I'm an introvert, and I need that peace and quiet, and I need some time by myself where I can just take a breath. And if I don't have that scheduled into our day, then I'm not going to be successful, and then I'm going to be a grouchy mom, and then that's not good for anybody. So that is something that I have discovered that is important and critical for me. And I really recommend this book. If you are going down this path, even if you're just part-time homeschool, I really, really would recommend this book. So yeah, anyways, those are the books that I have been reading this month, and I would love to hear what you have been reading. I have a long list of books that are on my to-read list, but I would love to hear some that have had an impact on you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye.